Hi there, Steve McGee back in Parliament with the wrap up of this week. Only a 2-day sitting week. Yesterday, Tuesday, the 14th of May, and today, the 15th of May, being the Wednesday. And the reason why we only had 2 days this week is because we had a budget day sitting last Tuesday. This week was all about appropriation bills and state taxes and so things like that. I did debate the appropriation bills and spoke about the budget, the state budget handed down last week, and some of the good things that came out of it for Melton, and Melton's done very well. I won't go into it because we put out a newsletter, so you should see everything in the newsletter. But we got a couple of more new schools, some further money for community legal aid services, and more, the broader thing about the $400 school bonuses and that for all kids at public schools and kids that have their parents have concession cards or health cards at non-government schools. I won't go into it any further because there's a lot of other detail that we've put out. I also did a member's statement, a very important member's statement on the 12-month anniversary of the Exford bus crash, school bus crash that people would remember last year, where 46 kids were on the bus and was hit by a truck and flipped over. Fortunately, no one was killed, but the reason for the member's statement was to acknowledge all of the first responders, the police, the fireys, the AMBOs, the SES, the non-emergency crews that attended, plus also the bystanders, the tradies that assisted, the school staff and the leadership at the school, everyone that assisted with those kids in obviously getting them off the bus and supporting those children. And no doubt there were some serious injuries, but fortunately, all of those kids are alive. And I know that there's a lot more to do, but it's a fantastic school community. I just extend my thanks and appreciation to everyone that was involved in supporting those kids. And it's marvellous. I've been back to the school many times, and it's marvellous how resilient those kids are. And it's a credit to them and their families and the leadership at the school, Lisa Campo, and Craig Wilson in their leadership. They're just remarkable. But it was a fantastic opportunity to thank everyone that assisted in that bus crash. A lot of events this week. We had Rosie Batty in here launching her book, and people will remember Rosie Batty, her son being killed at 11 years of age by her partner. That happened 10 years ago. Her book called Hope. I recommend people go and purchase that book. It's in all good bookstores, Collins bookstores and things like that. It is online, but I think people should read it. Really important book, and she's just a remarkable woman and a fantastic speaker. We've also today had the Pacific Islander communities in here, showing off all of their wares and their culture and things like that, and that was a great event. Many, hundreds of people in Queen's Hall today for that event, so that was terrific. But a special thing that happened this morning was one of our state MPs, Emma Vulan, the member for Pakenham, has recently been diagnosed with motor neurone disease. And she made a public statement about it a few weeks ago. But this morning, Neil Danaher, who's been fighting the disease now for near on 10 years, came into Parliament with his family. Every parliamentarian and staff bought a beanie, and it was just an amazing event. We had photos in Parliament House with the Danaher family, with Emma Vulan, and it's really just to let people know we need to, buy a beanie and, fight this terrible disease in support of everyone that contracts that disease. And, the outcomes are not great for people. So we wish everyone well. We wish the families well. Neil's an inspiration, and Emma is just incredible. She got up and made a statement in Parliament today, and it was just an incredible statement. She's an incredible woman. So it was an event to remember, let me tell you. In my 6 years in politics, it's probably one of the best events I've been to. So the other things that have gone on, we've had women in security and cyber security, and that's all about recognising and assisting women to a very male-dominated area of the workforce. And we had a whole range of women come into Parliament to talk about women in security and cyber security. So that was fantastic. The hemp industry showcase, I didn't actually get to that, but my staff did. That apparently it was a very good presentation. So that was good. I went to, at lunchtime today, we also had Dreams to Live For, and that's a non-for-profit charity that provides dreams for people that are dying of cancer. And it might be a dream where they might want to have a trip to somewhere or do some event or, so it could be anything that they ask for. And Dreams to Live For is a fantastic organisation that provides, a wish to people that are suffering and dying of cancer, and that's the reality of it. So it was great. It was fantastic to be there at that dinner with many supporters, sponsors, donators, things like that. So it was a really great dinner, and the health minister spoke there. Marianne Thomas spoke at that dinner. And yeah, really terrific. The other thing is we had a breakfast this morning, what's Public Accounts and Estimates Committee breakfast, and that's where the Secretary of the Department of Treasury and Finance, Chris Barrett, came in and explained the budget and the good points of the budget. So that was great, and many of our side of politics were in there listening to Chris Barrett, who's clearly a very cluey man when it comes to numbers, and he explained it very well, made it very easy for us. I did an interview on Vibe Radio this morning with Sam Muscat, who runs the show, on a Tuesday morning. Did an interview, sorry, it was yesterday morning, Tuesday, and that was about family violence and how we've all got a part to play to stop family violence and the killing of women by their partners. So, and the other thing is we had this Friday, I think it is Ida Hobbit Day, and we had a big photo of all the politicians at Parliament for Ida Hobbit Day. We've all got badges, so you'll see them on lapels. I've taken mine off; it's in my pocket actually. But anyway, you'll see the rainbow-coloured flags and things like that for Ida Hobbit Day. It's very important, and we need to support people in the community regarding that. I think that's enough. I had a student come in today to do an interview about bus services in Melton. Faith and her mother, Karina, came in to do an interview, a school or university project, university project, I don't know, doesn't matter, school or university. They live in Melton, and it was great to have them here at Parliament House to assist with an assignment for Faith, and she's interviewed me once before, and we did a video interview this afternoon in Parliament. I think that's it. And when I look down at my notes, I think that's it.